It's 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Jacinta Lee with 2NURFM Hunter News. Ausgrid has revealed 553 jobs will be axed across Sydney, Newcastle, the Central Coast and the Hunter Valley, with a further 500 cuts to take place later this year. The scale of the cuts means 1 in every 10 employees will lose their job, and a quarter of the company's workforce will be terminated in 6 months' time. 72 jobs will be lost in Wallsend, 3 in Muswellbrook, 3 in Charlestown and 2 in Maitland. A 23-year-old man was denied bail in Maitland Local Court today after allegedly using a hammer to attack his former partner. Peter David Wiedemann was charged with attempted murder, and the matter was formally adjourned to be heard in Newcastle on October 21st. Wiedemann has been referred to legal aid and will appear in court via an audio-video link. The state government's request for approval to close the Newcastle rail line in Wickham is drawing concern from some Newcastle MPs. The bill, put forward by Transport Minister Andrew Constance, aims to avert a cost blowout and further delays so that a start can be made on the $460 million city transport overhaul. However, Newcastle MP Tim Crackenthorpe says the government should wait for the Court of Appeal's ruling.
The government's shown a total disregard for the proper legal process throughout the course of the issue. I don't think the government ever intended to honour the court's decision, and now they seem to have gotten tired of the whole charade. But look, people, signed petitions, attended rallies, voted against the decision to cut the rail line, but the government refuses to acknowledge the residents' opinion and what they want for their own city.
2NURFM has sought a response from the New South Wales government. Accused dog killer Nathan Merchant was met with a mob of angry people when he faced Cessnock Local Court this morning. The 23-year-old has been charged with committing an act of cruelty and torturing, beating and causing the death of an animal after he allegedly kicked his partner's chihuahua's head in on August 21st. The matter was adjourned until October 21st and Merchant was excused from appearing. A new community education campaign has been launched by the Hunter Medical Research Institute today, with great potential for cancer research. The campaign aims to get the public talking about biobanking, a technique for cancer patients who can donate leftover cancer tissue from surgery for future research. Professor Stephen Ackland says the technique aligns research with real-life patients.
The things that researchers might be limited to in a laboratory without access to patients' tissues are a fair departure from reality, from what is really happening inside a patient. Obviously, if we could study real-life patients, which is we do with scans of one sort or another and x-rays, but this is a step towards the real-life patient.
Police are hunting 2 men who assaulted a 50-year-old in Dangar Park last night. It's believed he was drinking with the young pair shortly before they attacked him and escaped with cash. He sustained no serious injuries. Authorities describe the 2 men as in their early 20s, one with a stocky build. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Paterson MP Bob Baldwin says he's expressed his outrage and concern to the Defence Minister following the discovery of potentially toxic chemicals in ground and surface water near the Williamtown RAF base. Residents have been told not to drink bore water or consume fish or eggs from backyard chickens after chemicals used in firefighting foam were discovered last week. Bob Baldwin says Defence has promised to keep the community informed about efforts to clean up local waterways.
One of the first things that will be done is there will be a public meeting probably next week on Wednesday. This is being organised by the Department of Defence to explain to the community what the situation is. We will keep working with the department to make sure that people are informed, they know what the risks are, and indeed what will be done to prevent any risk.
In finance, the All Ords is up 82 points at 52.15 and $1 Australian is buying 70.55 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
A Knights press conference is now underway where it's expected the club will name Nathan Brown as their new head coach. Chairman Brian McGuigan called Brown an ideal choice to lead the team earlier this week. Knights forward Tarek Sims was apparently too disappointed to speak yesterday when he took an early plea for a Grade 2 shoulder charge and copped a 5-match suspension. Chief Executive Matt Gidley says the move was instinctive, and while he's disappointed, he believes Sims doesn't need to change his playing style. Teen Sione Matautia faced the judiciary as well, taking a 1-match ban for contrary conduct. Some talented up-and-comers from the Maitland Pickers will showcase their talent when they train with the Knights squad later this month. Head coach Trevor Ott says he's happy to see his team well represented in the NRL mix and hopes some of them will be selected in summer training groups. And Maddie Elliott of Gilliston Heights has been named Australian Paralympic Swimmer of the Year. The team took out 7 medals at the IPC World Championships in Glasgow earlier this year and is headed to Rio for the Paralympics in 2016. 2NURFM News Time is 1:05.